It was probably the cavemen who first introduced decorative design for walls. For sure, the ancient Egyptians weren't satisfied with just plain colors to cover the walls of the tombs inside the pyramids. And of course, Michelangelo was the master of decorative finishes for walls and ceilings in places like the Sistine Chapel. Today, decorative finishing is known as faux finishing, and it's in high demand in hotels, casinos, office buildings, and even some homes. It's a lucrative market and one tailor-made for the IUPAT and its signatory contractors.
These days, faux finishing is principally wall finishing. It's principally decoration. It is quite different from faux finishing, the fine arts form that many people think of when, particularly contractors, when they think of, well, this is a very fine arts business. 90% or so of the finishing out there is really decoration, called faux finishing, but it's more or less straightforward finishing with exotic products.
Ray Sandor's company makes some of those products under the name Faux Effects. Such products account for as much as $30 billion in sales over the last year. Bill Hines, a former contractor and now training coordinator for District Council 78, sees an opening here.
The work's being done there now, but it's mostly by mom and pop companies that do this, you know. This is a great opportunity for us to take a piece of that market share.
Good morning. Welcome to the Finishing Trades Institute.
So, the IUPAT's Finishing Trades Institute has started a program to train instructors from across North America in this not-so-new craft.
And we're not looking at, trying to, go back, 40, 50 years and, do the turkey feathers and all those things. We're looking at high-end commercial buildings. We're looking at casinos. And we need to get a trained workforce to our contractors to go out and bid some of this work.
This course of studies springs from a partnership involving the IUPAT, Faux Effects International, and Faux Design Studio in Chicago. Sherry Zeman, who operates Faux Design, helps to teach the instructor training course, along with IUPAT trainer Michael Kravick.
Basically, most of our journeymen have the hands-on skill from putting on taping compounds and brush and roller. So this isn't different. It's just maybe some different tools and some different media. They'll take to it very easily.
With the right amount of training, which actually is not a lot, it's a bit of training and then practical usage. It's a matter of handling a trowel, a couple basic tools, and the knowledge of what is going to dry at what speed, so that when you work it up on the wall and have a system going, it's very easy to complete a large-scale job.
Over 5 days, instructors get to see a variety of finishes, understand how they are accomplished, and then apply what they've learned using the appropriate products, tools, and techniques. Each instructor will complete 30 different panels before the course is over, each panel with a different finish or design.
Some of the most popular involve luster stone, and that's a shimmery suede effect that brings some depth into a room but remains perfectly smooth. We did several finishes that involved a linen or strié effect, and those are extremely sought after. They are subtle enough to be used in many different spaces. We use that in the lobby here at the FTI, and it's gotten rave reviews. And we've done a lot of combination finishes using both acrylic plasters along with the luster stone or a softer effect to create some really unique effects.
It's unbelievable how easy the system is. A lot of the apprentices, I think, will adapt quickly because the mystique, I think, is taken away, how difficult decorative work, decorative finishes, and this is very, very simple, and you can get very effective finishes, in pretty much no time.
I'm really enjoying it. I was expecting it to be more difficult as far as being able to complete the finishes. I don't really consider myself artistic, so I was curious as to whether or not I'd struggled. And so far, knock on wood, I've been holding my own.
While the hands-on work in this class mostly involves individual work on panels, the process can be easily translated to large surfaces applied by a painting crew.
You'd have one guy basically applying, one of your tradesmen applying the material to the wall. You'd have a couple behind them applying the tissue paper and setting it with the rollers. As soon as the one journeyman was far enough ahead, he could drop back and help apply that tissue paper. That's a very fast finish that goes quite fast when you see it start to cover the surface of the wall. Once they get rolling, it goes pretty good.
We have to think outside of the box. I think we cannot keep doing some of the same things that we've been doing if we're looking to grow our union. So in order to grow our union, we have to expand our market share. We have to expand the type of work that we're doing. And as long as we can be competitive and profitable in these endeavors that we're taking on by doing this with our contractors, I think it'll be a successful project.
It can be very lucrative. It's just a matter of knowing how long it's going to take to complete, the amount of products that are required, and there's definitely money involved in it.
There wasn't a job that I would go on as a young man without seeing union painters doing all of the decoration. From my perspective, there is just so much work out there and so little talent.
I think it's very possible that we could use this as a recruiting tool. And not only for the commercial end, but for the residential end too.
I would say this to the contractors that are reluctant. The question isn't why should I do this, the question is why shouldn't you do this? You're already on the project. If it's 8 more hours to your project or 50 more hours to your project. So if we're going to be called the finishing trades, we should take the project from its very beginning to its end.
Faux finishing makes sense for the unionized finishing industry. More work for signatory contractors, more jobs for IUPAT members. Contractors and business managers can't afford to pass up this golden opportunity. The Finishing Trades Institute is making sure that we are ready. So get on board. For more information, call 1-800-276-7289